REMARKETER, empowering realtors.
Good morning, and thank you very much for joining me this morning. So, I'm going to be talking about a topic that's been a little bit more popular these days compared to before, and that is the marketing of assignment properties. Due to the nature of the market right now, especially in the uh, most urban uh, markets such as the GTA, there's been a surge of assignment properties on the market. There's been a lot of pre-construction projects that were sold and now are coming to the market. And a lot of the original buyers decided that they would like to sell the property before the closing date due to certain conditions of the market, obviously. So assignment properties has been a thing, and uh, it's one of the uh, type of properties that realtors have to market just a little bit further uh, to their sphere of influence. It's also a very um, let's say attractive mm, slice of the market to many buyers since they're able to tap into the pre-construction market without having to pay, to wait a long time before being able to occupy a property. Also, there are many buyers who are interested in brand new properties, investors as well, and so on and so forth. So, pre-construction projects have a different nature in a sense that it's not a title that's been transferred. It's basically a contract that's being transferred, and therefore it's called an assignment. And it would take it. It would require its own type of communication when you want to market an assignment. So a lot of realtors head to platforms such as Kijiji or Craigslist and so on, because that's this kind of a property does not include a title and therefore would not be able uh, eh, to be advertised on platforms such as the MLS platforms. Um, this is where a realtor would really shine uh, if you have an effective method to promote and market the assignment property within your sphere of influence, so that you can hopefully find the right buyer while you still have the window of opportunity to assign the contract over to a new interested person. So that's usually the challenge, and that's usually the um, requirement for being able to sell an assignment property, the marketing of the property, and being able to find the right buyers requires a little bit more attention. Well, pretty much a lot of attention, pretty much by the agent in order to be able to create as much footprint and as much uh, amplification and announcement as possible, so that you'd be able to close a deal or transfer or assignment uh, in the window of time that's usually uh, uh, limited, because in these cases, there's usually a closing date that's fast approaching, and you need to be able uh, to find the right suitable interested buyer within that short period of time. So, nevertheless, this is what we're going to be talking about today. I'll show you how to use Remarketer to create assignment properties and to market assignment properties more effectively, and how you can obtain as many marketing channels as possible. Uh, and as easily as possible and quickly as possible using Remarketer. Okay. It's not a very complicated process. It's pretty straightforward. So, without further ado, uh, let's go ahead and try things. All right. Um, just a second, please. Okie dokie. So, the first thing that you need to do when you have an assignment property available to you to market is to add the assignment property to your listing manager. That's the first thing that you have to do um, for preparing your marketing campaign. So for that, we will head to listing manager and we'll click on add new. Under add new, we have two options. We've got non-MLS exclusive properties. These are usually properties that are available for resale. And then we've got new development. So these are properties that are still under development and are not available for resale. So this is where we would like to focus, and we would like to create a record using this interface right here. Now, the status here are several different options we have. I'm sorry, one of which is I'm sorry, let me see. Yeah, sorry. Um, okay, let me rephrase. I made a mistake here. We the category that we're looking for as an assignment is under the non-MLS exclusive tab. So I do apologize for that mix-up right there. It's right here, and we can create several different types of properties here. One is assignment, the other one is exclusive, and the other one is coming soon. So what we're looking for is the assignment option right here, and this is where we're going to uh, create the content. Now, the reason why I made a mix up was because I was going to explain that the property is not finished yet. However, the thing to consider is that for an assignment, the property is specific. So that's the difference. Under new development, the property is not specific. You're creating a listing for a project. So it's not like one specific unit within that project. You're creating a full project's listing. So, for instance, under a price, you would put in a price range, right, for the project because it's a range of prices right there. So, or for the number of or size of the unit, you're talking about a unit size range. So we're not talking about one specific unit for this tab. We're talking about a whole project. So that's when we would go for the new development tab. In this case, the assignment of one specific unit, we're talking about that one specific unit. So in that case, we know what the price would be. We know what the square footage is, and the information about the property is already identified and available. So that's the reason why we would use this tab to create a non-MLS exclusive property here, and we would select the category as an assignment. So this is what would be promoted on the website and the rest of the marketing material uh, to identify this transaction as an assignment transaction. All right. Now, I have a unit here which we'll just assume that is available for um, assignment, and we're going to create that assignment listing using this interface right here. All right, so the first thing that we do is we go to Listing Manager, click on Add New, and click on Non-MLS Exclusive. And then under Category, the listing type is going to be selected as assignment. So this is what we're going to do here. After that, we will select the property type. So the property are several different options. We have residentials, commercial, land, farm, etc. So this one in our case is residential. Then we have a subtype, so we can select the subtype of the property as well. So in the case that I would like to create here, this is going to be, let's say, a townhouse. So I'll select townhouse. It could be a condo, it could be a single family, it could be, any other type that you want. In our case, it is going to be a townhouse, and we would like to put this up for sale. All right. Then we're going to add the address and information about the property. I'm just going to copy and paste stuff from another tab that I have open here. Let's see if I have uh, the address here. Okay, 68 Churchill Avenue. So this is going to be the street number, 68. This is going to be the street name, Churchill, and the street um, Churchill, and the street abbreviation, which is Avenue in this case. So 68 Churchill Avenue. If there's a north, south, east, west, we can select the direction, which is not the case in my thing. And then we would identify the unit number, right? So let's say the unit number is, let's say 200. Okay. We need to have a postal code. I'll just quickly grab the postal code here. 68 Churchill Avenue. I'll get the postal code. The municipality, which is Toronto. Community would be Willdale West. So this is optional. You can add the community information in there as well, province Ontario, country Canada, etc. So you can also add in a major intersection if you want to. So that would be um, Finch Avenue West and um, Yonge Street. We don't have a level in this case. Otherwise, we could have identified that as well. So once you have the address information added in here, you can click on this button right here to generate the geocoordinates. So based on the address that's been added in here, you can generate the geocoordinate. This is what's going to be used to be able to generate the map location of the property. So you have to have the geocoordinates. All you need to do to add these, you don't have to generate them yourself. You just put in the address and then click on Get Geocoordinates, and it generates the latitude and longitude of the property and adds it in. So we're set in terms of address and location of the property on the map. Next, we're going to go ahead and put in a price. So let's say the price is $1,200,000. So that's the asking price, and I'll put that in here. Now, because this is an exclusive listing, you would have to promote it on MLS based on some of local real estate boards regulations. However, this one is an assignment, so it does not fall within the regulations set forth by Korea, for example, that for mandates you to list the property on MLS. It doesn't have to be listed on MLS. You can set the expiry date, as far ahead as you wish to do so. Otherwise, it would be advised that you configure the expiry date, 2 or 3 days after you start advertising this, so that you would be compliant with the regulations there. So, in this case, the expiry date is May 24th. So I can leave it there, or I can change the expiry date to whatever date that I want. So let's extend it for another month in here as well. There is going to be an expiry, but you can set it as far ahead as you wish, usually until the end of your agreement with your client. All right, status is active. Afterwards, you're going to have the option to change this status to sold or expired or terminated, etc., if you wish to advertise that as well on your website rather than deleting the property. All right. Now, you can also add in further information, things like taxes, if they're known and available. Otherwise, you don't need. So, let's say, for instance, condo fees are going to be $350. You can put that in there. Oh, and then here we have a possession date that we can set as well. So 2026, let's say the possession date is next month, which would be um, um, 24. You can have a position remarks in here as well and have it available. All right, next section would be your property characteristics. So you can add other information in here as well. Let's see what I've got. Uh, any of this information that's available can be added in. Whatever is mandatory is just the type here. Um, So here we're talking about townhouses. So that's the type. You can also select styles if you wish to do so. And then we have the rest of the feet. So let's say the front is 25 feet, lot depth is, uh, let's say, 95 feet. Uh, and then approximate square footage, let's say it's 1100 to 1500. You can specify whether the basement is finished or not. All of these can be added in here. 2026. Approximate age is brand new. Number of bedrooms, washrooms. Let's say we have 3 washrooms here. Bedrooms plus, if there are any, you can specify that. Number of kitchens, there's 1 kitchen here. Kitchens plus, if there's any, you can specify that there. Water type, let's say it's municipal water. AC, let's say it's central air. Heat source is, let's say, um, gas. Heat type, um, forced air. So that information can be added. The more information you have, obviously, the landing page that you have is more complete. You can also talk about the exterior if you want to mention what it is. So let's say the exterior is in bricks. Um, if there's a pool, if it's waterfront, acreage, if it applies, garage type, let's say we have a attached garage type. If there's a driveway, we can mention that as well. Number of garage parking. Let's say we have 1 garage parking. Number of driveway parking. Let's say we can have another car in the driveway. Total parking would be 2 parkings. So I can also mention these items right here. So all of that information can be added in here. Then we have features. You can add features such as family room, if there's a locker, if there's a fire place, If it is furnished, if it's got central vacuum, elevator, pets, or retirements, those would apply to other, listing types. So all that information can also be identified in here. Then, so let's say we have a fireplace here as well. If you have a virtual tour, let's say you have a video made for the property, or if you have like a virtual tour available, you can just paste the link, the URL in the virtual tour item right here. So that's all you need to do. After that, we come to the description and remarks. So this is where you would add your remarks for the property. I'm just going to copy this from the builder's website. But you can pretty much have any comments added in here. You can add the extras in here as well, so you're familiar with these kind of contexts. Now, because this is an exclusive listing, it is going to be available within the exclusive network of Remarketer. You can also have broker remarks here as well, so that other realtors using Remarketer can also see this property's remarks here if you wish to make it available. So making it available is by selecting advertise yes or no down here. All right, if any of these would apply, co-op commissions, you can specify those as well, which would be available to other brokers. If you would like to display the address, yes or no, you can select that as well, and then you can save and proceed to the next step. Now, the next step would be where you would be adding your pictures. So you can upload your pictures uh, using this interface right here. I've got some pictures available. I'm going to add them in. It's just a drag and drop, and I can go one by one. Before uploading your pictures, just make sure you know what order you want to add your pictures in, because changing them afterwards can be a little bit complicated. So one by one, as you can see, I can upload my pictures. One more, and I think that should be enough. All right. So now I have uploaded my pictures. Let's just refresh that. There it is. Pictures have been uploaded as well. I have my details, uh, well, there's not going to be an open house or anything there. So we don't need to worry about any of those. All right, going back to Listing Manager, this is the item that we've created. It's an exclusive listing. It's been created and ready to be marketed. So that's step one of our campaign, to add the assignment property to the Listing Manager. Now, because it is active and it is featured, it is going to be available on the website as well. So if I go to the website, you can see that the assignment property has been added right here to the website. So step one has been accomplished. You now have a property added with an assignment tag on top of it, so that it's easily noticed when someone visits your website that this is an assignment property. All of the properties details are mentioned right here. You can just click on that. You can see the property pictures. Um, if there are any descriptions about the assignment, you would be available right here. All that information that we mentioned are available there. And the map has also been created and added, as you can see, to the system. All right. So the whole setup of the property is complete now. So that's one thing. Now we want to advertise the property. The first thing that I would suggest is obviously emailing it to your sphere what we would use Listing Courier. So I can go to Listing Courier and start a new campaign. So once you have the listing available in Listing Manager, from then on, creating different campaigns is just a breeze. All you need to do is to go to your campaigns. Let's select this one. This one is an animated picture flyer, so it basically animates the pictures of your property, and we can use this one. Let's try this one. Uh, Now, we want to have a campaign title and a campaign message here. So the campaign title, I'm going to use AI to write my campaign title. It's going to be assignment opportunity uh, in the heart of York. All right, I need one sentence. Submit. All right, I've got my, let me just copy this. My title, I'm going to use AI to write a message as well. Don't lose this opportunity. Um, the asking price is below original purchase price. Great. Uh, neighborhood. Uh, access to amenities. Whatever. Let's not make it too big. Details that um, your right? So these are the points that I want to be included in there. So this is going to be a campaign message. Uh, I need one paragraph for this, submit, and it's just going to save me some time. There it is. I'm going to use that, and we're going to continue. Next, I will just simply select the property. Here it is. And you can see that the MLS number for the property starts with an RE. These are all the exclusive listings. They have their own MLS numbers as well. All right, so I just have this available here, and I'll click continue. It says please wait while that is created. Animated file is ready. Let's click generate. There it is. That's my email campaign that is going to be sent out. There it is, and now it's loading. So the animated pictures are just loading like that. As you can see, we've got one missing apparently. And then you've got a read more, which is going to be sent over back to your website where people can see more information and probably get back in touch with you. You can correct anything if you want to correct anything on the campaign. And then once everything is done, you could just simply click save and it's ready to be sent out. So now you have your exclusive assignment opportunity. All you need to do is to click email, select your contacts, and send it to your contacts. So that's your first point of contact where you're sending out the assignment opportunity to all your sphere of influence. So that's the first thing that you would like to do, and you've been able to do so in about 5 minutes. Now, next, you can create social media campaigns for it as well. So you've got graphics to do that. For that, you can go to custom graphics and create a listing card. So that's one option. I can select the listing card. I can select the three templates that we have available here. Let's say I like this one. And then I'm going to go ahead and select the property. There it is. You can select one of the pictures. So let's say I like the picture with the fireplace like that. Um, you can change the background if you like to use a picture that's different than the ones that you have available for the listing. You can specify what to mention here, and then the tag would be an assignment tag. So now you have an assignment tag added to the design as well. You select your color. This is your default color. Otherwise, you can just change the colors as well if you wish to do so. And then you can download the image. Once you download the image, you have it available to be shared on social media. So that's one option. Another option is to go to Canva and use Canva for creating a post. So let's say I would like to use any of these templates that we have available. So there are many different templates available. Let's say I want to use this one. We've got portraits, we've got squares, etc. So I'm going to select this one here. It'll take me to Canva. I can open it in Editor. And then obviously I can use Remarketer Studio in Canva. Let me just log in. Not able to log in because I'm using a VPN here. But anyways, please go to my Remarketer Studio videos. You're going to be able to pull the listings images right off your Remarketer Studio connection and be able to. Oh, there it is. If it loads. Yeah, because I'm behind a firewall, it's not loading right now. But anyways, you're going to be able to select your property and add your uh, design in here as well. So that's another way to create a design for you. You can also use the templated graphics, which we haven't really talked about yet. I will talk about this in a little while. This is still in working phase. It's got some bugs which haven't been ironed out yet, but it is a new design creation system that is available to you as well. You can certainly try it out, but I will probably talk about this in our next session so you can see this one as well. But nevertheless, we now have designs such as this one available to be shared and promoted on your listing manager, sorry, your social media platforms. So we've created three different channels. We've covered three different channels. The listing is available. The assignment is available on your website. Um, it would be promoted as an exclusive listing. Uh, it also is available for social media marketing and email campaigns as well. So this way, you're able to create a lot of hype. You can also add some paid campaigns if you wish. You have your landing page and everything ready to go, and you can certainly promote the listing as much as you wish in order to be able to find the right property there. So that's pretty much what you need to know in terms of adding an assignment listing and promoting an assignment listing. The main thing to remember is that you have to have your listing available in your listing manager. Once it's available in your listing manager, it's available within other um, areas of the system for you to be able to market it through other means. All right, so that's what I wanted to cover today. I think I've covered the entire topic. It's a pretty straightforward and easy concept and quite useful if you have these kind of assignments. It's much more effective to go through these, through your CRM and the proper marketing channels rather than just making one email and sending it out through your Gmail account, for instance, which is not very effective. no follow-ups can be done. You cannot monitor. You can in this system, you're going to be able to basically monitor and see who has opened them, who has clicked on the links. It's much more effective for you to be able to manage a campaign once you run it through your CRM. All right, so I don't see any questions, so I hope this has been clear and uh, easy to follow. If anything comes to mind, for sure, contact us and we'd be happy to help. Please try these out, especially if you do have an assignment property available to market. I'm sure this is going to help you and your clients achieve uh, uh, the desired outcome. Enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll see you again next week with a different topic. Have a good one.